Hi, I'm Rob.
And I'm Katie.
And I filled up our milk too much, so Katie won't raise her glass to toast. But you are watching.
Care compares.
There you go.
Yeah, you know why? Because I am a klutz and I know my limits.
Fair enough. And you know what I decided today, just now, actually?
No.
Well, you're about to know. Is I decided to wear my tightest fitting shirt to consume the unhealthiest thing we usually consume on here, which is to say pure sugar. So I'm gonna start bulging out very, very
Nice.
shortly from my shirt.
Yes.
So there's no confusion about what I'm bulging out of. But today we have something interesting. If you think gluten-free Oreos are interesting.
Well, I mean, some people may find that interesting. I know your mom has tried the gluten-free Oreos a couple times. So maybe she...
Well, now we're going to tell her which ones.
I don't know if she tried all these other ones. So, maybe it's just for you.
So, we have Trader Joe's gluten-free JoJo's, because everything has to have the name Joe in it.
Yes, of course.
We've got Glutinos, which, interesting name, sounds kind of like health food brand.
It just sounds like he has gluten instead of the absence of gluten. But
That's
yes,
true.
They are a, they gear towards all of the gluten-free products.
We do have gluten-free Kaleidos, which are the Kroger brand.
The one I'm least looking forward to.
Kroger has been notorious. A lot of offense. Kroger has been notoriously pitiful in these showdowns. They failed 3 times, and I didn't know like a little bit. Like we're about
by
to
a large margin.
Yes, and then of course the classic Oreo gluten-free, and then just for shiggles, we're gonna throw in a little package that we got downstairs at the vending machine of regular Oreos to see how these actually compare to, say, the gluten-free stuff. Because I actually don't remember the last time I had an Oreo, so I don't know what an Oreo is supposed to taste like. I mean, I've never had the gluten-free stuff. Have you?
I don't think so.
Excellent. What are we starting with?
Want to start with the classic Oreo just so that we know what it's supposed to taste like?
I guess we could.
Yeah. So we could do the Oreo with the gluten-free Oreo Glutino next, and then the 2 store brands.
Oh, I see. Bam. So we'll have one singular cookie from each one. Not like each, I mean, because we're probably going to take...
We're going to cut them in half?
No, I'm saying a single cookie each, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of a lot of cookies, admittedly. You don't have to eat the whole thing. But because I'm saying not to have more than that. I guess in hindsight, yeah, you probably don't want to have like 3 of these in a row.
No, I think usually the serving size is 2.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy crap. Who has 2 Oreos?
Me. I usually can
14 servings in a container?
Yeah, I can't eat a lot of those.
No, I can't either. But I feel like if you're going to have it, like, I guess they are kind of heavy.
Yeah. They're a sandwich cookie.
I mean...
How many sandwiches could you eat? No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, I think I can
Actually,
throw down some sandwiches. Yeah, don't mess with me with that. Anyway, we've got ourselves a glass of milk here to go along with this. I'm just gonna have an Oreo right now then.
Yeah.
You're gonna partake of an Oreo? I guess I can split it in half for you.
So part of the test. So if we are having like one each or whatever, like take a bite, and then maybe like dunk the other part.
Well,
I don't know.
What?
Because like I think part of the sandwich cookie, like the whole point is that you want to know if it holds up to dunking, right?
Fair enough.
Did you?
I'm already dunking. I don't know. I don't know what the plan was.
Well, okay, never mind.
I think part of the reason I don't actually like Oreos
or get Oreos all in your teeth
is because it gets in your teeth. Someone had to be checking constantly between takes. I mean, that's fine. It's good. It's chocolatey. It's creamy. It's good.
It holds up to dunking.
I mean, I guess it depends how long you're dunking it for.
Well, I don't know who like just holds it in there and basically waterboards it, but...
All right, let's get started in a moment with our 2 regular brand Oreo, or gluten-free. I'm calling them Oreos because that's basically what they are. Sandwich cookies.
Yes.
In just a moment.
Intense struggle.
So...
Is it a prerequisite to, like, if you're going to make these or sell them, that it has to have the noisiest packaging?
It's true. There was one, what was it? Some food chip or something that was packaged or something that had like 140 decibel, like wrinkle sounds.
Really?
And they actually had to re-bag the whole thing because they realized like it was actually too loud. It was too loud.
Oh.
So we did not go with the double stuffed version on any of these because that is not the standard.
Because some of them just didn't have it.
That's true. Also, it's not the standard. Although these ones, if we're looking at the Glutinos versus the Oreos, already look double stuffed. These being Glutinos.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Anyway.
maybe they're like, hey, we have to give you less cookie, but we're going to give you more of the cream filling.
I'm going to grab some napkins while you tell us about one of these.
Let's start with Oreo, because that is what basically our baseline is, right? They are, when you think of sandwich cookies, they are basically synonymous with Oreos. Fun fact, so Oreos have been around since 1912. They were actually an imitation of a different sandwich cookie.
Oh, no fooling.
Yeah, that was from 1908, and I have to look up from my notes because it sounds like a cleaning product.
Oh, so we'll go ahead and insert that down here.
What?
The company that they
Hydrox. That was the other company.
Okay.
So
that does,
right?
Yeah.
It sounds like Clorox or something, or yeah. So anyway, that's part of the reason I think
that's kind of like a lot of stuff from the early 1900s. I think had that kind of ridiculous sounding name.
Yeah.
Right. Anyway.
So that was from the Sunshine Company, and so
what, Hydrox or Oreos?
Hydrox.
Okay.
So they were basically the first ones or whatever, and then as Oreo just became more and more popular, partially probably because no one wants to say, "I want a good Hydrox." They, for a time, they actually did get discontinued.
Oreos?
Hydrox. Because of the popularity of Oreos. And then Hydrox was also, like, I think acquired by Keebler, and then they called them Doxies or Droxies.
Do they still exist?
I don't know.
Interesting.
I was going to look it up. If we find it, we will put a little note over there.
Okay.
So, yeah, in 1912, they're owned by Nabisco, but Nabisco has now been acquired by Mondelez.
Oh, Mondelez is one of those super international food brands. Crazy evil. Mondelez, if you're watching, go to hell. A message from Rob. Please note that this is my personal opinion. I personally hate you. It does not reflect Eric and Pierce as a whole.
Thank you for that gentle disclaimer.
Mm-hmm.
So they have been selling globally since, or at least to like South America and Latin America since like 1928, and then they expanded. Double stuff has not been around like since its inception. Obviously, it's that line
it hasn't
or whatever.
been around since its inception.
Yeah, the double stuff. So obviously these are classics.
Yes. Double
Flash
stuff.
forward to like 1974. That's when they started putting in the double stuff kind of
Oh,
version.
it's a lot older than I thought.
Yeah, and then they have Mega Stuff, which is from 2013.
At this point, just sell me the cream. Or,
2019 they have Most Stuff, which is like it literally is like
that's just pure cream sugar with a bit of a cookie.
Yes.
I'm reminded of like an episode of The Nanny where she was talking about like she's on like Weight Watchers or something.
Oh, she's like, I'm only having one
cookie, but she's stacked an Oreo.
Yes. Good old Sylvia, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't it the mom that did that?
It was either the mom or the nanny.
Okay. Other than that, so the cream is it originally was made with lard.
Oh, that's pretty good.
All right, it'll probably be really good.
Yeah.
But in 1991-ish, they moved to partially hydrogenated oil.
Yeah.
So, but now it's kosher, plus it's vegan, because you're not using the animal product.
I mean, I guess.
Accidentally so. But if that is a concern for you, just look on the packaging just to make sure that it meets your dietary requirements. But you should be okay.
We are not your doctors or nutritionists. Please consult with
Yes.
those people for your own health, etc., etc. Okay, so that's Oreo.
Yes.
What
Glutino,
about...
I didn't have a lot of things to say about that because for some reason I couldn't even find like when they were as a company.
You don't know anything about Glutino?
It's at least 30 years old. That's what I found out.
Really?
So supposedly, they have been acquired by Boulder Brands.
Wait, that sounds familiar.
So they're the company that owns like Smart Balance and what do you call it? Earth Balance. So like all of those kind of like vegan-y type of alternative.
Very environmentally. Let's see, it says naturally flavored out of a classic sandwich cookie, but better because there's no gluten. Chocolate cookies with a creamy vanilla middle, naturally flavored with other natural flavors plus other natural flavors. They're rich and sweetly satisfying. It's hard to believe these favorites are gluten-free, but they are. So what are you waiting for? It's cookie time. Always delicious and forever gluten-free. Weird.
So yeah, so they were like acquired by Boulder Brands, and then is now like their parent company is like Pinnacle Foods or whatever. So that, again, sandwich. You're welcome.
All right, so
That's about it. There's a lot of actually fun facts about Oreos, but they have a lot of that stuff on their website. They're very proud of Oreos.
So how did you want to do this? Because apparently I screwed up the method last time.
No, that was just because
It smells a little bit different than an Oreo.
Than the other one?
Yes.
I just smelled like packaging. I mean...
It doesn't smell as chocolatey or something to me. All right, so we're just going to bite into this, or are we going to see, like, dunkability? How do you want to do this?
I want to take, like, at least a tiny
dry
bite and
okay.
then just a dunked bite.
Okay. The texture's not quite the same to me.
Agreed.
It's like, I actually almost like it better.
I do.
Yeah. The flavor's good.
You know, and
it's more crackery, maybe?
It's crisper.
Yeah. I actually like that. The cream's still good. I think the cream is probably the same. I don't imagine the cream's actually any different.
because I don't think they put gluten in the cream.
Obviously better with milk. Huh. I gotta be honest, you hear gluten-free stuff and sometimes you think, oh, it's gonna be disgusting.
That's actually really good.
That's actually really good. Okay. If not for the fact that they get in your teeth, I'd actually have probably way more of these. Now, Glutinos.
I almost forgot about those. I don't know why.
I mean, they're interesting. You can see it's got like the little holes through it this time.
To separate them.
Something. Smells similar, but less. Similar but less.
It has almost. I mean, let's be honest. Like the filling and all this, it's all fake.
Yeah.
Right. Glutino to me smells more fake. I don't know how that is possible because like Oreo probably has like a laundry list of like ingredients.
It's true. I'm gonna try to sip of this so I can.
Yeah. The cookie.
I guess we'll.
I think like if you were to, like if you have open like cookies and stuff like in this kind of packaging, and then you just like have it out for like a week or whatever.
Slightly more stale, kind of.
Yeah, but you know how it kind of gets like a weird.
Softness.
Like softness.
Yeah.
I think these, just by how it feels
like
would
that.
get like
it would get softer. Yeah.
Like it already feels like it's on its way, but I feel like it would get very like soggy almost.
Interesting. All right, here we go. The cream is creamier though.
Yeah.
But
it doesn't have the filling doesn't feel like it has like as strong of a vanilla flavor or whatever flavor.
Yeah. Huh.
It's
going to be hard to determine the difference between these, I think.
Probably.
They will be winners, I think, but it's not going to be super easy to tell because they are so similar. Because again,
I don't know if I
the
like
gluten-free
the
part of
cookie
this
as
is
much.
probably just the cookies. Really, that's the part that you're actually testing.
Yeah.
Right? Although the cream on this is... Anyway. Go ahead.
No, I don't know if I particularly like the cookie.
Yeah.
Itself.
It got softer faster.
Mm-hmm.
I don't...
It's not bad.
It's
But
strange in a way I can't really identify. But it's not... But again, not bad though.
I think gluten-free products have probably... They've evolved quite a bit since like...
And they generally get a bad rap, but...
I also think the cookie seems to have adhered to my teeth a little bit more with the Glutino than with the Oreo, which is surprising because it's so loud.
I wanted to look at this and I don't want the fall out. I'm trying to, there we go. I want to see what the ingredients are in this. So while I'm taking up time, there we go. Now you can see it. Yes. Go ahead.
I don't even know what I was going to say. They're not bad. There's something...
This contains soy.
Oh, does it?
Glutinos contain soy.
Does,
Oh, it does. This also contains soy.
Okay.
Sugar, white rice flour, tapioca starch, palm oil, powdered sugar from sugar and cornstarch, sugar, palm oil, tapioca starch, rice flour, cocoa processed with alkali, soybean and or canola oil, whole oat flour. Interesting. Not dissimilar,
No,
although
but
this one does contain actual sugar, supposedly.
I don't know. Something about the Glutinos, it's...
I mean, even the sugar amount is the same. Same calories.
I don't know. It just...
This one's...
What?
Actually, this one's 3 cookies
Oh.
at 160. This is 2 cookies at 140. These are actually... They're all crap, but there's...
They are.
Like, it's slightly lower calories per cookie? Okay.
I don't know. So, anyway, the Glutino, they're not bad, but there's something about it that isn't as appealing.
It's a strange one, because it is a unique flavor. However,
I just didn't like the cookie as much.
Yeah. Okay.
It could also be like, there's almost, if they were softer, but they were also like grainy. Like,
yeah, it's weird.
When you bit into it and it's on your tongue, there's just like a coarseness.
Now, are you ready to try JoJo's and the
Yes.
Kroger brand?
Not the Kroger, I'm not excited for that one, but the JoJo's, yes.
We'll see how she handles the JoJo's and Kroger brand in just a moment.
Okay, and we're back with Kroger and Trader Joe's JoJo's.
What did you just point out?
So the Kroger one has a lift and enjoy, so you don't have to be struggling so
like
much.
that.
So the Oreos one has that too.
So
apologies,
which is a better way to open this package.
Apologies to your ears as you watched us struggle to open up those in the earlier clip. Anywho.
So we'll start with JoJo's. We'll save the potentially worse for last.
Okay,
JoJo's.
So JoJo's have been around from like Trader Joe's line or whatever since like 2006-ish. At some point they were reformulated, but that's at least how long Trader Joe's as a grocery store has been selling them.
Contains
also,
soy.
How cute is it? He has like a little toucan and looks very excited to...
So even the ingredients list is just about the same. It's got, let's see, sugar is 10 grams. So it's got slightly less sugar per 2 cookies, but 130. I don't feel like doing the math on all these across the board.
Doesn't matter. I mean, you know what?
It's a cookie. You're not eating this.
You're not having this for health.
Right.
You're having this for enjoyment and just, everything in moderation.
Now, Kaleidos.
Kaleidos.
What do we know? Kroger.
That's
Kroger.
it. That's all I know.
Kroger.
I didn't even try and look because Okay,
Look,
I'm gonna really try to not be biased against them.
I mean, they might surprise us, and that's the thing. If they surprise us,
They
it's actually going to surprise us.
They may actually have like a couple products that are like, you know what, it's worth.
But
your
if this is
coin.
the same chocolate like we have in any of their anything else, it's probably dog water.
Well, we had their Pop-Tarts. We had their
Cheez-Its.
Cheez-Its, their gummy bears.
Oh, that's true. We did have the gummy bears.
Which he did actually make me throw out.
They were bad, and it was a small package.
I know, but they were $2 for just a small package.
I know. I'm sorry. Anyway.
Still salty.
All right. So, JoJo's. These look a little more stuffed than the other ones. They don't have a fancy thing on the back either.
No,
Just
but they
generic.
actually have a cute little
What's like flowery kind of?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's flowery, but they still have like a little bit of holes and stuff for, in theory, if you're baking it, just to make sure they don't puff up.
Right. What do you think of that smell? It's interesting.
I think it smells more like cocoa powder.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
JoJo's. They break apart more. They snap. I think. Almost like... But it's got more of a chocolate flavor, though.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The cream's pretty good. Sweet. I mean, the whole thing's sweet. But, immediately I take one bite and it snaps right off my fingers like that. Did you guys see that?
No, but when I did bite it, the top cookie, separated and went like...
Yeah. So the cookie itself is more brittle,
yes.
I think. Okay.
And it dunked it. Oh.
What do you think?
The
Got her.
cookie, I liked it dunked. It did get softer faster.
Yeah.
And I think even the Glutino.
I kind of expected that though for how brittle the cookie was. I don't like the texture as much, but the flavor is quite good. Mm-hmm. Okay.
I agree with you. I think the cookie itself, the overall chocolate flavor of the cookie is probably one of the better ones we've tried today.
I agree. Although, I mean, there's something to be said for the cookie versus the cream. Because they can taste different.
Well, if you were to do that, like...
You'd have to
twist.
Peel it off.
Yeah, and you know that whole, like, twist?
Yeah. Oh, twist and lick or whatever?
Yeah, so that whole, like, slogan or whatever you want,
sure.
That's been there since, like, 1928 for Oreo.
Oh, really? That's kind of there? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's like, hey, we encourage people to try this, or is it like, people are already doing it? I guess that's why they introduce, like, super mega crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Thing is because, like, people just want that.
But they try to keep up the times, cause, right? Because, like, in 2015, they had those crisp ones, the Oreo crisps. Or, like, these thin ones. So I think that's also to get into, like, the diet culture, probably.
Possibly. I mean, does that make you think that, like, your cookie's bad, or your cream is just so good that your cookie doesn't stand a chance?
I think they're probably optimists, and they know what sells is that vegan, partially hydrogenated cream, and they're like, hey, that's what people really like.
So, these already look sad. Look at this. Like, they're already kind of cracked.
That just probably means they had a hard life going from wherever they were produced to
they're already cracked. The edges aren't very clean. They're kind of jagged, uneven edges. I guess grab a cookie. Moment of truth there.
Oh, this one is slightly broken. Oh! They have the exact same...
interesting.
The same pattern as the JoJo's.
They do. Yeah, the back of this is exactly... Not even like a little.
No, it's the same.
It's exactly the same as the JoJo's. Interesting.
Yeah.
Huh, okay.
Well, because you know that Trader Joe's has a lot of their stuff, their, like, suppliers and stuff are from, like, major brands. Like, their hummus is, like, Sabras or something like that.
Oh, that's right, yeah. So,
I wouldn't be surprised if it's, like...
They use the same molds?
Yeah,
I guess?
it's possible.
That smells really fake.
Ooh. Yeah, no. Yeah, like, some of them, like, we already said the JoJo's smells more, like, cocoa-y.
Yeah.
The Glutinos didn't have really much of a smell, but this one just, like, it...
I don't know.
This smells like chemicals.
And that's been
and we know that has been a common...
thing for Kroger.
Thread.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we ready?
No.
Here we go.
I don't like
You have to do it.
Fine. It's not the worst thing I've tasted from them.
Yeah, it's not terrible. I mean, it's not great. It's not good. It's crumbly. It's the most crumbly one, I think. Texture-wise. Like, the other ones will snap, or they'll break, or they'll have a good chew. This actually just crumbles apart.
Yeah.
It doesn't have a particularly strong flavor, though.
For how it smells, and you know that most what you taste is actually what you're smelling.
Yeah.
I don't... You've got some on your nose.
Probably. I just stuck my face in the bag.
Oh. It doesn't... It just tastes sweet.
Huh.
Did you dunk it?
I did. It didn't last. It didn't hold up well, but I didn't expect that for how crumbly it was.
Oh.
Lower on the sugar.
Yeah, no, it started actually just, like, falling into the milk.
Yeah. No, it doesn't have much integrity. If it was a politician, it would be the first one to accept bribes. Because of its lack of integrity. Yeah.
No.
Not even much cream in there. I suppose that's the standard. I feel like the cream should go to the edge, too. I know none of them do that here, but still.
No, but I mean, some of them are... No, I guess not.
It is a soft cookie.
Yeah, but...
I mean, look, I guess I'm just impressed that it wasn't terrible. Like,
you know, our bar for Kroger brand stuff is very low at this point. Hey, is it palatable? Yeah, you can eat it. Okay. Are you going to throw, you know, like, Like, one of the things we tried, like, we really wanted to spit it out, but we did not do that.
Yeah. Okay, so...
It's not bad.
Alright, I felt gross. Well, you only had like 3/4 of 4 cookies.
Yeah.
I just had 5 cookies. 1, 2, 3.
That's why I didn't do that, because then
4,
your
5,
stomach's
6.
going to
I
be
had
like...
6. Yeah, I'm going to regret this.
That's a lot of sugar.
No, it is. But we're going to the gym in a few hours, so...
Are you going to use that?
I have to, because I have to work this off. Alright. I'm going to eat my teeth now. We're going to rinse our mouths.
Gather our thoughts, and we will be right back.
Mm-hmm. We're back with our final thoughts. What is your thought? Final. Go!
I still think Oreos is the best tasting.
We don't usually go with like the classic standard brand for a lot of these.
Yeah, but I'm surprised. Like, I do like that. I think a close second would probably be the JoJo's, just
Well,
because...
since we're going this quickly. Okay.
Well, for me, I think...
So gluten-free Oreos to gluten-free JoJo's.
Yeah, just because I did like the cocoa-iness of the JoJo's.
They were quite chocolatey, actually.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, and like Oreos, like usually if you have a very popular like line of product and then you try and make them either gluten-free or like keto or whatever you're trying to do, like whatever they have to do to change the formula, sometimes it can be great or it can be a major miss.
Yep.
But I was pleasantly surprised that if I had this, I wouldn't be thinking, oh man, I wish I had the classic Oreo. Like, I'd be very happy with these gluten-free ones. And also for a store brand, the JoJo's were good.
I mean, I don't think Trader Joe's usually misses anyway.
And the marinara.
Everyone misses with marinara. So that's not fair. But
having it. Why are you having another cookie? Oh, are you trying to determine who's better?
Between the two. I mean, it's weird. There's like not an ashiness. There's something about this. Like, I like the... You're right. Oreo's number 1, number 2, and number 3.
Yeah.
Right? That's all that matters.
Yes.
I mean, these... All right.
The
Kroger... Not terrible. They're fine.
I would call them... I would rate them a C-.
And that's the best they've ever been rated for us.
Yes.
Now, here's the thing.
Because, did you pass the test? Sure.
Now,
but
the other thing you look at, though, when we do a lot of these, is like the nutrition stuff. What goes into the ingredients, that kind of thing. And honestly, nutrition across the board is similar, and all the ingredients are crap. All of them are terrible.
Yeah.
So, whether or not you're having an Oreo, you're having a JoJo, you're having, the Kroger brand, it doesn't actually seem to matter.
Yeah.
So I can't even say like, well, these 3, it doesn't taste so bad. But, these ingredients are awful. They're all terrible. But, I mean, if you had to pick, and there's small differences, I think. Mm-hmm. I think the Kaleidos, the Kroger brand, is actually slightly further away from the rest of these. But these 3 are close enough for me.
Yeah, agree.
And the Glutinos aren't bad. They're just different. They're kind of interesting.
Yeah.
If you're like, oh...
Personally, I just didn't like their cookie.
No, that's fine. But I'm like, if, this is one of those situations I'd say, like, if you are gluten-free and you really like Oreos and you're going to eat them all, do this at home. Try this yourself. Let us know what you think. Because it might turn out that there's, like, the strange flavor of the Glutinos might actually work with you. Okay.
It's not strange.
There's something, it's a je ne sais quoi.
It's a little distinct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not, and I can't quite put my finger on what it is, though. No. Because they're all basically the same. Okay.
I just think the cookie was a little too soft.
That's
for
fine.
my liking.
Let's talk price.
Okay. So, let me actually take a sip, because that's what I was intending to do before you asked me. Okay, so for the Glutinos, they were $6.49. The JoJo's were $4.99. The Kroger was $3.99. And then the Oreos were $4.79.
Now, I don't remember any of those numbers off the top of my head.
That's
probably because I'm chewing so loudly that I can't hear you, like right next to me.
That's why I have notes.
And that's why I will record them. You guys can see and compare. If there's a per cookie number, I don't think actually it's going to matter. Because it's, whatever, I'll look at it later. Okay. Math indeed. Oh, this is actually a lot of cookies and milk.
So now you're going to have to, like, rest. Go into a food coma.
The next time we...
What?
The next time we do cookies, I know who we'd invite.
The Cookie Monster?
No, well, no, because he's a cookies or sometimes snack for him now. Remember that? He's like...
Oh,
veggie.
yeah. Plus they were chocolate chips.
Santa. And I know exactly who I would invite to do cookies next time.
Yeah, that's a good
That's a good idea, right? All right, so that'll be a traveling episode at some point. But we will travel. We will visit Santa, who will help us test some cookies. That actually would be an amazing episode.
I think so.
Right? You know what I'm talking about. Oh, I love it. Okay. Anyway, Katie, darling.
Yes?
Where can they find me?
They can find you at RJP_films on Instagram.
Yep.
You can also find us at Instagram at KRCompares.
It's true.
You can also find us on his website, which is
my website is rjpfilms.com, but
/website /KRCompares.
There you go. And if you think I'm beautiful and want to see more of me and my sweet, sweet voice doing crazy accents and dying perfectly in various video games, you can find me on twitch.tv /The Original Nyando or on TikTok, because yep, I do that now, at The Original Nyando as well.
That's a lot of different
There's
websites.
so much stuff. And then we're going to get you a TikTok and an Instagram.
What would
we'll get
I
you
do?
an Etsy.
What am I selling? I got a full-time job. I don't have time for that.
Take pictures of your own face. Just take pictures like selfies, and then you sell those like poster size.
God, no one. Nope.
We can. I mean, there has to be somebody who, like, you know, those picture frames you get in stores where like they got your face. Like they have to take those somewhere, right? Why not just be your face?
No.
Be like,
I'm not a stock photo. Thank you, though.
No, you're what's the opposite of something stock? You're out of stock. I got nothing. Thanks for watching us suffer through all this cooking. I say suffer because it actually I'm a little. Katie's not feeling as bad as I am.
No, because I pace myself in.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this crap. This is how Katie eats her food when she knows there's going to be able. Look at this. This is what she had left over of these various cookies. I had 8 cookies.
That was your own fault. You literally said, "Hey, we were going to have one each."
But I knew I had to compare. And how are you going to have half? What's going to happen with this cookie?
I may have that one after we wrap. Well, whatever that was.
How was that?
I think.
Anyway, knocked in some.
Yeah.
Anyway, I am Rob.
And I'm Katie.
Thanks for watching.
Take care. See, now I'm gonna have it.